Students, here in this video, we will see the figures of speech used in the second poem, Our Casuarina Tree, written by Turdet. The figures of speech used are imagery, simile, personification, euphemism, literary allusion, alliteration, apostrophe, exclamation, repetition, and hyperbole. Students, in some sentences, you find more than one poetical devices. You write any one for your exam. Here we find imagery in many lines. Okay, we will see what is an imagery. It is a language that produces pictures or images in the minds of the people reading or listening. That is, to use figurative language to represent objects, actions, and ideas in such a way that it appeals to our physical senses. Here in this poem, we find imagery in the lines. Number 1, the rugged trunk intended deep with scars. Number 2, no other tree could live but gallantly. Number 3, the giant wears a scarf and flowers are hung. Number 4, and oft at nights the garden overflows. Number 5, sung darkling from our tree while men repose. Number 6, when first my casement is wide open thrown. Number 7, at dawn my eyes delighted on its rest. Number 8, watching the sunrise while on lower boughs. Number 9, his puny offspring leap about and play. Number 10, and far and near coquillas hail the day. Number 11, and to their pastures went our sleepy cows. Number 12, by that whole tree so beautiful and vast. Number 13, but not because of its magnificence. Number 14, dear is the casuarina to my soul. Number 15, beneath it we have played, though years may roll. Number 16, blend with your images, it shall arise. Number 17, in memory till the heart tears blind mine eyes. Number 18, and the waves gently kiss the classic shore. Number 19, of France or Italy beneath the moon. Number 20, and every time the music rose before. Number 21, mine inner vision rose a form sublime. The next one is simile. In simile, a comparison is made between two objects of different kinds which have at least one point in common. Clue words are so, like, as. As I had explained in the first poem, every simile can be compressed into a metaphor and every metaphor can be expanded into a simile. For example, she is a lotus. This line is a metaphor. We can expand this sentence into a simile also. If I say she is graceful like a lotus, it becomes a simile. In this poem, we find similes in the lines like a huge python winding round and round. Here, a creeper is compared to a python, so it is a simile. We can take this sentence as zoomorphism also. That is, when animal-like characters are assigned to anything that is not the animal, such as humans, gods, and inanimate things. When we say, my brother eats like an animal, or he rolled like a pig, these are zoomorphisms. Okay, let me explain you well. Many superheroes are examples of zoomorphism because their superpower is that of an animal. Examples are Spider-Man, Ant-Man, Batman, Black Panther, etc. I think now you got the point well. Alright? Here, like a huge python winding round and round. Here, a creeper is compared to a huge python winding round the tree. That is, the python is an animal character. Next line is, the grey baboon sits statue-like. In the sentence, baboon is compared to a statue. The third sentence is, the water lilies spring like snow enmassed. Here, water lilies are compared to snow. Fourth sentence is, what is that dirge-like murmur that I hear? That is, the needle-like leaves make a sound and it is compared to a surd murmuring sound. Fifth sentence is, like the sea breaking on a shingle beach. The murmuring sound of the tree is compared to the waves dashing on a rocky beach. Next sentence is, with death-like trees like those in Borrowdale. Here, the Casuarina tree is compared to the yew trees, Y-E-W-U, yew trees in Borrowdale Valley. And the next one is personification. In personification, inanimate objects and abstract notions are spoken of as having life and intelligence. That is, imagination of non-living objects as having life and human qualities. Examples are, may love defend thee from oblivion's curse. Here, love is personified as if it defends the tree against the curse of forgetfulness. Second one is, unknown yet well known to the eye of faith. Here, faith is personified as having an eye. Third sentence is, thy form, O tree, as in my happy prime. Here the tree is personified as human by addressing it as thy and by capitalizing tree. And the fourth sentence is, a creeper climbs in whose embrace is bound. Here the creeper is personified as if it is climbing and embracing. And the fifth sentence is, the giant wears a scarf and flowers are hung. Here giant refers to the tree and the tree is personified as if wearing a scarf. And the sixth sentence is, it is the tree's lament and eerie speech. Here the tree is personified as if it laments, that is filled with sorrow. And the seventh sentence is, and the waves gently kiss the classic shore. Here waves are personified as if kissing the shore. And the eighth sentence is, when earth lay tranced in a dreamless swoon. Here earth is personified as if dreaming in a dreamless emotion. And the ninth sentence is, fear, trembling, hope, and death the skeleton, and time the shadow. This line is taken directly from Wordsworth's poem. In it, fear, hope, death, and time are personified. That's why they are capitalized. And the next one is euphemism. Euphemism means the use of an inoffensive word in place of an offensive one. For example, we shouldn't say blind. Instead, we should say visually challenged. Here in this poem, the line, who now in blessed sleep for a repose, is an euphemism. That is, instead of the word dead, the poet has used the words blessed sleep. The next is literary allusion. What is a literary allusion? It is an implied or indirect reference to a person, event or thing, or to a part of another text. Here, in this poem, allusion is used in the line, with deathless trees like those in Borrowdale. This allusion is from the poem Yew Trees, sanctified by William Wordsworth. The poet alludes to the yew trees that William Wordsworth wrote about and therefore immortalized. Even if the yew trees were to die, they would live on, as anyone who read his poems would be able to see them. One more allusion is used in this poem. Fear, trembling, hope, and death the skeleton, time the shadow. Earlier we saw this line as personification. This is also an allusion. This line is directly taken from Wordsworth's poem Yew Trees. Next, alliteration. It is the repetition of the same sound or the same letter at the beginning of consecutive words. Here in this poem, we find alliteration in the following lines. Number 1, like a huge python winding round and round. Students, you remember already we saw this is also a simile and zoomorphism. Second one is, in crimson clusters all the boughs among. Number 3, whereon all day are gathered bird and bee. Number 4, with one sweet song that seems to have no close. Fifth one, at dawn my eyes delighted on its crest. Sixth one, for your sake shall the tree be ever dear. Seventh one, I have heard that wail far, far away. Eighth one, a creeper climbs in whose embrace is bound. Next one is apostrophe. To speak to a dead or absent person, or to an inanimate object or abstract idea. Not to get a response but to express emotions. Apostrophe is when a speaker addresses someone or something that is not there. Here in this poem, apostrophe is used in the lines, O sweet companions, loud with love intents. And the next line is, thy form, O tree, as in my happy prime. This line we saw earlier as personification also. The next one is exclamation. It is used for strong expression of feelings. Here we find exclamation used in the line, unto thy honor, tree, beloved of those. Next, repetition. It is a literary device that repeats the same words to make an idea more clear and memorable. Repetition is not distinguished solely as a figure of speech but more as a poetic device only. That is, a poetic device is a way of using words to create meaning. Here we find repetition in the line, that to thy beauty fain, O fain rehearse. And the last one is hyperbole. It is an extreme exaggeration to make a point or show emphasis. Hyperboles are not comparisons like similes and metaphors, but extravagant and even ridiculous overstatements, not meant to be taken literally. Examples from this poem are up to its very summit near the stars. And the next one is with one sweet song that seems to have no close. Okay, students, wishing you success to knock your door.
So when you stop paying so much attention, and when you're moving in another direction, don't worry, I get it. I meant what I said when I said it, lady. I never wanna look at a house in the garden. I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now.